Good day, I'm Clint Allen A. Marinas to discuss to you the second topic of Principle 3, which is the suggestion system. So let us first discuss a brief history regarding the suggestion system. General Electric in 1906 introduced the suggestion box. In 1951, Toyota launched their creative idea suggestion system. It was largely a copy of suggestion systems that were in place in US companies at that time, namely the Ford Motor Company. Toyota made some notable innovations to it over the years, but most importantly, they stuck with it. The suggestion system is one aspect of lean management system many companies struggles with, stumble around or never get to when implementing the Toyota production system. So, what is suggestion system? Suggestion systems serve as an ideal forum for bringing about an improvement in the existing situation or creating a new situation, which helps reduce costs or increase efficiency, productivity, or simplicity. In pursuit of the core values of innovation, employees are encouraged to initiate innovative suggestions which could improve the existing way of working. So, advantages of suggestion system. First is improve employee morale. A well-designed employee suggestion programs enables employees to improve their own work process. Increase job satisfaction. Participating in employee suggestion programs increases employee job satisfactions as employees feel they are positively influencing their organization. Create ownership and engagement. By enabling employees to play an active role in future direction of the organization, employee suggestion programs create a sense of ownership and increase employee engagement. Build team spirit. Well-designed employee suggestion programs enable employees to collaborate together on fleshing out new suggestions, as well as implementing them. And this build team spirit. Reduce costs, increase profitability. Organizations such as Toyota have achieved substantial cost savings by asking employees to suggest ideas to reduce costs. This leads to increased profitability for, for the organization. Increased revenue. Organizations such as GE and P&G have introduced new product lines such as the result of their employee suggestion programs. This leads to increased revenue to the organization. Last is improve customer satisfaction. Organizations such as Starbucks leverage their employee suggestion program to identify ways to serve their customers better. This leads to improved customer satisfaction. Disadvantages of suggestion system. Employee suggestion systems aren't good all the time. They can be a bit labor intensive and a magnet for unhappy or troublemaking employees. If you want to give serious thought to every suggestions that come into the system, someone must vet these ideas after all. Also, this system is often a magnet for unhappy and troublemaking employees that every business owner has met one. The, the worker who's never been happy and is always complaining regardless of the circumstances. This person is a bad enough for morale when left alone with the group. Adding her contributions to the suggestion system can waste time better spent on the legitimate attempt to help. So there are 7 goals. First is making the job easier, removing drudgery from the job, removing nuisance from the job, making the job safer, making the job more productive, improving product quality, saving time and cost. So this is the difference between the American and Japanese style of suggestion system. According to the Japan Human Relations Association, the Japanese style suggestion system stresses the morale boosting benefits of positive employee participation, while the American style suggestion system stresses the suggestion's economic benefits and provides economic incentives. So basically, Japanese is more concerned about the moral of their employees, while the Americans focus on the economic benefits that could be provided on the status of their economic growth in their country. So three stages of suggestion system. First is encouragement. It is the first stage that management should make every effort to help workers provide good suggestions, no matter how primitive, for the betterment of the workers' job of the work of the job and on the workshop. This will help the workers look at the way they are doing their jobs. Next is education. It is the second stage that management should stress employees' education so that employees can provide better suggestions. In order for the workers to provide better suggestions, they should be equipped to analyze problems and environments that requires education and continuous trainings. Last is through efficiency. After the workers are both interested and educated, the management should be concerned with the economic impact of the suggestions. So, main subjects for suggestions. This includes improvements in one's work, savings in energy, material, and other resources, improvements in the working environment, improvements in machine and processes, improvements in the jig tools, improvements in office works, improvements in product quality, ideas for new products, and customer service and customer relations. Toyota's suggestion system implementation. The management introduced six questions. First is, why are we asking for your creative ideas? What type of ideas are we looking for? Who can submit ideas? How do we submit our ideas? How will these how will the ideas be evaluated? What happens when ideas are accepted? A top manufacturing company to be one of the examples of the suggestion system. So first questions, why are we asking for your creative ideas? So basically, it includes the objectives of the suggestion system. For example, to achieve improvement in production, productivity, utilization, operational efficiency, and reduce cost of production, thereby affecting economy. An equal opportunity to all employees for constructive thinking, recognition for individual ingenuity and creativeness. Second questions, what type of ideas are we looking for? So in this slide, you can see some of the ideas that would benefit the organization, such as productivity enhancement, improving plant utilization, cost saving in any area, reduction of cycle time, machine setting and inspection, or throughput time. Who can submit the ideas? This slide shows the process of uh, the eligibility of who can submit suggestions that will be defined by the organization or the management. In this case, all employees of the organization could give their suggestions. Suggestions are invited from all areas of the operations. There is no restriction in the number of suggestions that an employee can give. So how do we submit our idea? So there are three steps. Pick up the idea form or the suggestion form from supervisor, HR office, or coordinator. Fill up the form, submit the form to a supervisor, HR office, or coordinator. How will these ideas be evaluated? The suggester writes the idea in prescribed form and submit to his supervisor or the HR department. HRD and supervisor will forward the suggestion to coordinator and of suggestion committee after checking its validity. Suggestion committee will then meet once in 15 days to evaluate and recommend for reward and send to screening committee. Screening committee will then evaluate and implement in other units, facilitate for implementation, recommend to award committee. Then the award committee approves the verification, selects suggestions for implementing across the organization. So, last question is, what happens when ideas are accepted? The employee will receive appreciation, recognition, and cash award for selected idea based on saving potential merit. the cash award will be based on certain parameters that the management or the organization will be defined. So basically, that ends my presentation. This is the reference which you can browse on your own for your own references. Thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something from my presentation. Thank you.